Blessings, everyone. This is my second ever Raw Walk and Talk AMA for the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. Really excited to go into this with y'all. We can ask anything you want regarding the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle, me, the raw food diet, Malmo, Sweden, really anything you'd like at all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just cruising around the neighborhood here in Malmo, Sweden. We'll switch to my view so that you can see what's going on here. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. There we go. So we're just gonna walk over into Slottsparken, my favorite little park in this area. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm on the bike path, so I gotta be careful. There's a lot of nature and wildlife out there. Give me a little note if you can hear me really well. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to just start posting them up. I really appreciate questions, as that makes this a heck of a lot easier, so I'm not just waffling around. Just so you know, there's less than 3 days left of the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. 33 brand new, never before released resources for raw veganism, health, fitness, raw parenting, and so much more. Only available until 11:59 p.m. PST on this Sunday. So again, less than 3 days left. And then it's gone forever. And this only happens once a year. It's an amazing opportunity to really get a good kickstart into a raw lifestyle, or to really support you in your already vibrant raw food, high raw vegan lifestyle. You don't gotta be raw or vegan to be enjoying this. There's so much information that can help you get more fresh fruits and vegetables and activity into your lifestyle. Make sure that I don't get run over by anyone. Hello, hello, Nadine. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. See if I have any questions. No questions yet, so don't be shy. Please do ask me questions. It'll be a lot more fun, and I'm really happy to go absolutely into anything whatsoever. Doesn't matter if it's controversial. It doesn't matter if it's something you may already know, but you may want a little bit more depth or information going into. This has been my passion for over 25 years, health and nutrition, and I've been a raw vegan for over 20 years now. I feel incredibly blessed to have been mentored by some of the greats, people with 40 plus years in the raw food lifestyle, people like Dr. Doug Graham, got people like Doctors Rick and Karen Dina, Don Bennett, so many others that I've learned from, Karen Ramsey, Ellen Livingston, books from the greats and the classics, as well as just applying it in my life and doing my own research, going through my own filters and growing as a healthy long-term raw vegan. With that, you know, I've had tons of blood work and got tested in every possible way, and every single time I have really good results. My doctors from major accidents I've had, like a car accident, were completely blown away by my healing and how well I do, way above the average individual. So I really like to share that. We're going to start this off right here. I'm going to need your help. Which way are we going? We're going this way, to the right, straight, or to the left? I need to know quickly. Somebody help me. Otherwise we're getting into trouble here. I'm going to get run over or something. So somebody comment. Let me know which way are we going. This is a choose your own adventure. You get to tell me where I'm going. I need some interaction. Interaction, everyone. Come on. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Straight. The boat is full. All right. I thrive off of interaction. Please do ask questions. Please do guide me as we go. If there's anything you want to see, anything you want to look at, you know, like a chemtrail up there, or just the beautiful trees or some flowers, let me know. Oh, well, straight was first. That way. There we go. This is so beautiful. So I have this first one here. I love this. The boat is full. Well, thank you very much. You're in Canada too, hey? So I see, you know, if there's any good holistic nutrition colleges in Canada. So that's a great question. You know, when I was getting into health and nutrition, my first kind of thought was to be a chef. This is in 2002, 2003. I was already researching and studying about nutrition a lot, but I loved making food, and I couldn't find a vegan chefing school, so instead I went into holistic nutrition, and I was living in Vancouver, Canada, And you know, the best one that I found out there at that time was called CSNN, the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. I enrolled in that, a 1-year full-time registered holistic nutrition program, and it was intense. I could barely have a side job while I did it, but I really enjoyed it at the time and graduated in 2004. I know they have multiple schools across Canada. They offer in-house as well as online education. I can honestly say I learned a ton, but specific to diet, I find that I learned more outside of it because, you know, even being a holistic school, they didn't really fully understand veganism or raw food at that point. Maybe by now they do, but it offered me a really good, well-rounded education on holistic health and many different types of diet. Also helped me to learn how to do consultations and how to really connect with people and help them out where they're at, setting clear goals and guidelines for how to help them get there. I've also heard of integrative nutrition, IIN. Not as much lately, but years and years ago I did. People kind of saying, oh, let's see, we're at a crossroads. Left, right, or straight? Where are we going? Where are we going? Let me know. First person to say which way we're going is where we're going to go. Left, right, or straight? Do I see any? I don't see anyone saying anything. Come on, I need some help. Am I going right? Or am I just going to stand right here and look down at the ground? That's all I'm going to do. Straight, all right, we're going straight. Straight we're going. Oh, there's two, sorry, OCD for everything won it. They were the first one to say, so you got to be on it if you want to guide me where I go. I would love to go into the forest at some point. Up ahead there is a big lake, so you could go to a lake too, but the forest might be nice as well. So anyways, yeah, so INN and the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition are the two that I personally know. I haven't really looked for too many others since then. Online, I've done Dr. Rick and Karen Dina's Mastering Raw Food Nutrition course, which I cannot recommend highly enough. I think it's the best in terms of a raw food vegan education that's really balanced and based in science, and you know, gives a lot of information. It's a pretty extensive 1-year college level experience. So I'd personally recommend that over a standard nutrition or standard holistic nutrition kind of course myself personally, because I think the raw food lifestyle and a holistic raw food lifestyle is the way to go. But there are a lot of different courses that you can take, and I'd recommend maybe just looking online and finding some of those. Let's see if we have any other fun ones. Oh, where are we? Oh, lost you for a second. But we're back. We're going to do the phone camera. I'm sorry, you know, one of the funny questions that I did get was, am I pleased with these glasses and this feature? I am when I'm inside and I have good Wi-Fi, but it's really unfortunate that my 5G cell service, which right now is really low in the park, it's probably the trees, so we'll get out near the water. It's not strong enough to hold the glasses. So when we get out here, we'll see, maybe by the lake it'll be a little bit better. So we're gonna have a walk and talk like this for now, and I'll show you really cool things here on my phone as well. So yeah, I'm pleased with the glasses. Probably better for inside and doing food demos and stuff like that. I will have a food demo in the future here. But in terms of this walking along, it's a little bit of a disappointment. Maybe I need a better cell provider, something like that. Maybe if I'm outside at a skateboard park or somewhere like that just has better cell service, it'll work better. But so yeah, there we go. Let's see. The most natural way, beautiful. How was your umbilical hernia repair experience? Miss having an outie belly button, from Tyler. Yeah, I have a video all about that. I had since I was kind of younger, I had a bit of a umbilical partial hernia, meaning the belly button was slightly coming out. And when I got in that motorcycle accident over 5 years ago, it came out more and it gets stuck and started really hurting, and that can be really dangerous. So I had a surgery done to fasten it back behind the stomach muscles. And no, I don't miss it at all, to be honest. I actually like it better in. I wasn't a huge fan of the outie belly button. So that's the short answer, but I have a full video going into all of that and how that happened. Look at all this here. Beautiful flowers. Let's see if we get some other wildlife. Maybe we'll go, which way should we go? Do you guys want to go left or that way? You guys let me know, left or right. Hey Elena, hey, hello. See if there's other fun ones here. Well, left. That's what I thought so too. The boat is full. You're in BC as well. Yeah, that is a pretty cool place. Let's see, I'm gonna go right to the end. Left, okay, yeah, I like left. All right, so, if anyone has any other questions, let me know. I'm just kind of scrolling as we walk. Maybe I'll switch. This will be more fun instead of just seeing, you know, this mug here. See the transition lenses, I really like that. But I'll just walk like this. The name was CSNN, the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. It's a pretty cool course. I haven't been there for a while. Last time I looked, they had a lot of different designations and courses that they offered since I went to there. Look how beautiful this is here. Could you marry a person who eats raw vegan junk food? As Han Hicks. Yeah, I don't think that would be a deal breaker for me. Veganism, definitely going into a new relationship, you know, if I was going to, then that'd be of paramount importance. Raw food, a little less. It's really magical to be with someone who's really on the same path as you. Definitely very beautiful. But yeah, I wouldn't hold it against them if they wanted to eat some cooked food, or if they wanted to eat you know, vegan junk food on occasion, stuff like that. Hopefully be a bit of an inspiration to eat a little less, and that they'd really want to take care of themselves really well and feel their absolute best. But yeah, that's not a deal breaker for me. Seeds of Life Bali, what's up? How you doing, brother? Anyone who wants to ask any questions at all, absolutely feel free. Yeah, that last one I mentioned, CSNN. And also, the other one was Mastering Raw Food Nutrition with Doctors Rick and Karen Dina. It's an online course. I believe they're starting again afresh in June or July. Highly recommended if you want a really in-depth college level education around raw food and veganism and study-based. It's definitely amazing. Absolutely. Hey, Watermelon Lime. Nice that you're walking as well. Such a pleasure. Absolutely such a pleasure. So again, this is a live AMA, meaning ask me anything. Please do ask questions, as otherwise I'm just going to waffle around and start looking at the ducks. I'm just going to show you some ducks. Look at those ducks. They're beautiful. Just diving in. Last time when we were walking, we saw some ducks diving down and feeding their little ducklings. It was really cute. The sun is out. I thought it was going to be a cloudy day, so I'm feeling pretty darn lucky here that we're actually getting some niceness. There's a little bit of a ganja smoke going on over there. I can smell, which that's quite illegal out here. They take it like a class 1, like the cocaine. Pretty crazy. More than my pleasure. So again, feel free to ask any questions. Even if you just want to humor me, ask a fun question that you maybe want some more insight on, that you'd like to hear me talk about. It can be controversial. In fact, I prefer and love controversial subjects. So if there's anything at all that, you know, you've heard some people say that you're not sure about, or that you just like to stir some crap up, you know, feel free to stir it up. I love it. I absolutely love it. So here we go. First video I saw of you is the one where you ate a ton of bananas. Your stomach was huge. Is that ab control, or can you really eat until your belly's that big? Yeah, so I can show you. Let's see. I can eat a lot. I can definitely eat, you know, up to 6 pounds in a sitting if I want to. That's a lot though. And I've eaten a 12-pound watermelon in half an hour time, but that didn't feel amazing. But let's see if we can get my belly. Oh, look at that. And I found actually that a lot of long-termers, as they've grown their stomach capacity and the elasticity and their ability to digest larger amounts of food, and if they're fit, they do the exact same thing. Like Grant Campbell and Dr. Graham, they can push their belly out. Some people have called me the belly king because I can push it out pretty darn big. But yeah, I don't have too much pride around that, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. The boat is full. I wish I could stay for this tour. Thank you for sharing. Have an amazing day. My pleasure. If you have any other questions, post it before you go. Always appreciate that. So I'm not just waffling. Watermelon lime. Wonder if you saw my questions. Yes, actually I did. I actually mentioned that I'm a little disappointed that the Wi-Fi doesn't work, or not the Wi-Fi, the cell service doesn't work well enough to really keep the glasses going completely when I'm outside. If I go a little bit in poor cell reception, it's not ideal. But yeah, indoors with good Wi-Fi, it's pretty amazing. Hopefully it'll get updated, or hopefully I'll have better cell service. Maybe a different carrier will help with that. Ashen Hicks. If you were diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, would you do Dr. Brooke Goldhammer smoothie protocol? I'm not super familiar with it. I would pretty much do the same thing as I'm doing now, only that I would focus on the foods that feel the absolute best, that give no symptoms or reactions. Focusing on fruits and tender greens, or the specifics that just, again, really work well for me. I know a lot of people who have had autoimmune issues and just, recovered and healed from them, utilizing a simple diet based in fruits and greens and, smaller amounts of nuts and seeds that weren't problematic, and keeping it simple, food combining, and really focusing on good digestion, so eating when they're in a calm, balanced state, when they're genuinely hungry, not just eating late at night and first thing right in the morning. So because I don't really know her program very well, I can't really say, but I wouldn't be doing too much different. Just focusing again really on the foods that absolutely digest the best, and really stacking all the lifestyle cards and digestive cards in my favor. So I hope that that helps. Nadine, why did you decide to leave Canada for Sweden? Are you happier in Sweden? Is fruit veggies better? Well, I came out here because my sweetie Camilla is from here, and she came to Canada, and we were in that motorcycle accident. She was only going to be there for 2 weeks. We almost died together, and she ended up living with me and my parents and my sister at a time for over a year, like a year and a half in Canada. But by the time she had healed enough and done enough rehab to feel comfortable going back to Sweden, she did. And during that process, I applied to be a resident here, and it took me another couple months before I was able. Actually, I guess it was another 8 months after that I came and visited for 3 months. I had to leave, and then my temporary residence went through, and since then I've now been here for over almost 3.5 years, a little less actually, but I love it. I love it. I'm working towards permanent residence and hopefully citizenship. And I'm going to switch the camera view here. It's beautiful, but I'm working towards that, and hopefully this winter I will get my permanent residence, or at least apply for it, and then become a permanent resident by around this time, or maybe late summer next year. I really, really love it out here. Amazing skateboarding. I like the weather better here. It's more like Vancouver, where it's medium mild summers in between plus 15 to plus 25 on average. It's on the ocean, and then the winters, in the city here in Malmo, snow rarely sticks. It's generally between coldest really -5 and on average about +5, which I don't mind at all. And there's a great indoor skate park. I got some really good friends, and the produce is quite good. It's not the best quality I've ever had, but there's a lot of variety available year round, and I get really good prices. On average, I'm spending about $300 American per month for unlimited fruit and veg of what I want. Sometimes maybe up to 400, and sometimes as low as $250. So yeah, I love it. I really love it, and I'm really happy here. Wow, 12-pound watermelon. Looks like you swallowed it whole. Yeah. Yes. That was quite a long time ago. But yeah, I don't actually eat a lot of watermelon, but when I'm mostly eating big quantity, it's actually usually veggie-based meals. Fruit meals, yeah, I eat a lot. A big banana smoothie might be, 5 pounds, 6 pounds if I'm really going for it. But a veggie-based meal could be, somewhere in between there actually. But I'm usually eating between 8 and 12 pounds of food a day. That's about, yeah, almost 4 kilos to max about 6-7 kilos a day, depending if I'm eating more juicy fruit or if I'm eating more kind of more dense foods and stuff like that. But yeah, I can eat a lot, and I need to. I'm over 6 feet tall and about 185 pounds and quite active. I eat mostly fruit for my calories and loads of veggies, a couple hundred calories of veggies a day at least, and a little lower amounts of fat, roughly between 7 and 15% on average, sometimes a little more. Let's see if there's any fun questions here. Can the glasses actually record videos? Yes, indeed, Watermelon Lime. That's really good for them. I can just, wherever I am, I can just record videos, and the Wi-Fi isn't quite as important with that. So if I'm just out cruising around, I can just click them and record little teeny bits. I've been doing that in my stories here and there, and I'll be doing that a lot more this summer. But that's one of the best purposes. I'm still new to this live streaming with the glasses. I can see, where's my 5G? I can see how that's going. Yeah, there we go. So see, now I'm using the glasses. We'll use that for a little bit, see if it fails. But since we're not in the big trees, maybe it's going to be a little bit better here. Oh, her program is a half cup of chia or flax, no nuts, no cooked foods, pound of cruciferous vegetables, water, and no more than 24 ounces of fruit a day. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say anything negative about that at all, but I'd probably simplify more just with more fruit and the fruits that feel the absolute best, and tender greens. I love cruciferous, and if you had an autoimmune issue and that was not giving you any issues, then great. Some people have a hard time digestively. I definitely don't. It takes a little bit of time for the body to adapt and your microbiome to get used to larger amounts, so you want to start with smaller amounts. Some easier to digest cruciferouses that have multiplied the benefits of them in terms of some of the major nutrition and sulforaphane and stuff are sprouts, so broccoli sprouts and stuff like that could be a really good way as well. But yeah, no, that sounds like a good approach as well. Just really what appeals to you, what feels the best to you. I always recommend running the experiment, feeling things out and trying to do so in as calm and balanced a way as possible. Again, eating when relaxed, getting some exercise first, making sure to pay attention to food combining and all those things that can really help a lot. I'm a little wary to go in there with the trees. We'll see. What do you guys think? Should I continue this way? Should I go that way? Or should I just sit over here and chill and talk? You guys let me know what you want to see. Watermelon lime. Yeah, that's a good food cost, eh? Pretty darn inexpensive. I found wholesalers, and that's a really good tip for anyone who's looking to reduce their food budget. Look for wholesalers, and most bigger cities have wholesalers that restaurants and smaller grocery stores go to. Sometimes the bigger ones, but more of the smaller ones to get their goods. And some of them require you to have a wholesale account or a business that requires wholesale produce, like a restaurant or a small grocer. Some of them don't. And if they do, well, ask a grocer if they can get extra stuff for you, or ask a friend who has a restaurant or a grocer, or befriend someone with a grocery store or a small restaurant or something like that, and that way you can get in. Other ways you can do it too is you can make a co-op. You can get a bunch of people together and form a little co-op. That's what Fully Raw Christina did way back in the day in Houston, and she just got a whole bunch of people to come together, and once she got enough orders, she could actually form a co-op and then order from the wholesalers, and then you get by the case and you get better deals. And anyone can do that anywhere if you just take a little bit of time and effort and make it happen. Watermelon lime. Oh, then you'll be able to travel through the whole EU without travel passport or anything. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's one of the things I also really love about the EU is there's so many countries, there's so many different ethnicities and climates and history, and just beautiful country. I love it. So I'm excited to get my residency and then be able to more freely travel. Once I get it, if I want to remain Swedish with my Swedish residency. I need to be here 6 months technically, but you know, other 6 months I could be traveling Europe and Canada and the States and Asia and other places. So I'm excited for that because I'm a bit more of a nomad naturally. I really like to travel. So that much watermelon would be enough to give you an Audi. Yeah, no, it would, you know. And I don't really love watermelon. It's one of my least eaten fruits. That and probably kiwi and pomegranates, maybe apples as well. I generally prefer the other ones that are a little more calorie dense and that I can eat lots of and feel really great. Often with watermelon I find either it's just so-so or I get watermelon belly, melon belly, which I can share tips to prevent that, but still there's a lot of other fruits I enjoy a lot more. So if you guys are interested in some information about preventing melon belly, that sensation where you get pain in the stomach, in the spine, after eating a large amount of watermelon, or sometimes for some people grapes or even mangoes, we can go into that if anyone wants to know about that. Whose program? That was Dr. Brooke Goldner's, I believe. Oh, little ducky. What herbs do you enjoy that we can't naturally get in Ontario? I don't really eat a lot of crazy herbs. My absolute favorite by far is just cilantro. Not a huge fan of parsley. I'll have it. Special dishes that require parsley to be authentic, I'll use parsley. I like basil in tomato sauces and stuff like that, but I don't love it either. It's not one that I would put in a salad really myself. Cilantro by far is my absolute favorite. Dill, probably my second favorite. And then, I mean, other ones that aren't really herbs, but green onion or arugula, those are other ones that aren't really herbs, but, you know, kind of more intense flavored kind of greens, which I enjoy as well. Oh, hey Camilla. I was just talking about you. When are you doing your retreat in Costa Rica again? That's a great question, Nadine. I actually do not know. I do not have any plans for a retreat in Costa Rica right now. The main center that I've been doing them at for over a decade, the Farm of Life with my good friends Brian and Jody Calvi, they actually just sold it, and it's new owners that aren't vegan, and it's not going to be a raw food specific retreat center. There probably still will be some raw retreats there and other retreats and stuff like that. But without Brian and Jody, I'm not drawn to go back there. Also, since I'm going through my residency process, I will not be able to travel this coming up winter, so I will not be doing it this coming 2025 winter for sure. So the soonest I'd be looking at doing a retreat outside of the EU would probably be 2026 or maybe the fall of 2025, but nothing planned. I do have some friends in Costa Rica, like my good friend Jake. I made a video all about his center, and maybe one day I'll do one there once he's all set up. And there's also a really cool place with fruit trees and a skateboard park that I may do a skateboard surf camp, like really specific for skateboarding and surfing and raw food. But again, that's all up in the air right now. Right now I'm more focused on just enjoying and hanging out and doing online based stuff. And I have a retreat out here, of course, you know, because you're coming to that. But other than that, I'm going to focus more on online for a little bit while I get through my residency process, and want to be able to do that for a while. Oh, I'm live from the glasses again. Yeah, see, it keeps on dropping and coming in. Daniel Kara, I'm a horrible vegetarian of 25 years. Is this my phone one? Yeah, this is my phone one now. Yeah. Horrible vegetarian of 25 years, no meat ever. What should I inject more to improve my gut health? You mentioned broccoli sprouts. What I've really found with gut health is just focusing on the really simple to digest foods, fruits, tender greens, you know, and food combining, and again, really eating when in a calm, balanced state. That really helps. Food combining is one of the biggest ways, I think, to improve gut health when you're not experiencing strong digestion, and slowly increasing variety. But that's kind of a big key too, is when you're adding in new foods or foods that give you issues, start with very, very small amounts and slowly incorporate more. And otherwise, I mean, whether it's simplified eating like mono eating, or a short juice fast, or a supervised water fast, that can really help improve digestion as well. So those are some of the big things that I would look at. You know, this bundle, the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle, is jam-packed with information to help with digestion, with simple food choices, as well as other kind of more fancy raw food choices, health, fitness, motherhood, so much more. And that can definitely help out a lot. Let's see. Trees look a little dangerous for Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, absolutely. I think, thank you, Camilla. I think I'm going to take that advice there, since no one else took the time to tell me what to do. Yeah, the trees are a little bit bad for the Wi-Fi. You know, maybe it would be better if I did a walk and talk along the beach or something like that without as many trees. See that swan over there? I'll get over to the swan. The swan's really cool. Yeah, Dr. Brooke Goldner, goodbye lupus. Never heard of melon belly. Eat melons, give you a belly. So not like a belly in terms of fat or anything like that, or like a giant belly that's, you know, there forever. Instead, what can happen is when you eat a whole bunch of really watery sweet fruit like watermelon or grapes or mango, especially if you're underhydrated before eating it, you can get pain in your nervous system. You can get pain along your back, your stomach, your spine, and it can be really intense. Like I remember my sister, she drank 2 liters of watermelon smoothie really quick, and she fell over, crunched up in a ball, and thought she was going to die. And it's really just an overload. It's just more than your body can handle because of the water content and the sugar is just being gulped back. And so the biggest tips to avoid that are to make sure you're hydrated before. Even if you're eating something like watermelon, you want to make sure you're really well hydrated before, and you know, get some exercise before, create the demand so your body can actually absorb even better, more efficiently. Look at that swan. To eat in a calm and balanced state on an empty stomach, and to chew well, so take your time, not just chug it back. And I also found with watermelon specifically, adding lemon or lime to it is really, really nice as well. That helps a lot with it. Those are some big tips with that. Oh, you're one of those watermelon lime, one of those people who has the DNA for cilantro to taste awful. I feel like all the raw foodies love it, and I wish you did too. Genetics, yeah. Oh, look at the swans coming here. I feel for you, watermelon lime. I just love cilantro. Wow, so beautiful. I love swans. Look at this one. Oh, it's like just freaking magical. Sorry, I don't want to talk right now. I'm just in love right now. So beautiful. Hello. Yeah, we all love you right now. You're beautiful. What are you looking at? Let's see if there's any fun questions in here. Am I live? That's funny. It thinks I'm live from the glasses, but I'm not. Hopefully that makes it less. Oh, Tyler. Your brain goes straight to the urban legend where if you swallow a watermelon sweet, one goes in your belly. Yeah, that's... Oh, look at that tail shake. Just a cute little tail shake. Azan Hicks, since you eat a lot of fruit, how much water do you drink a day? That's a good question. You know, on average, I'm probably drinking about 1 liter, but it depends on what I'm eating. If I'm eating more dried fruit, or if I'm, you know, blending dates with water, then it'll double and even more. It'll be like 2.5 liters, sometimes 3 liters. If I'm sweating a lot and I'm outside and active, or it's really hot, I'm going to drink more. But I usually just wake up and have some water to replenish, you know, because we breathe and respirate and we lose a lot of water while we're sleeping. So waking up and having water, and then I go into the gym and stuff, and when I come back I have more water. So that's usually at least 1 liter. And then sometimes before dinner I have some more water. And so yeah, I'd say anywhere between 1 to 3+ liters. Could be more than that, but it depends. Yeah, there's lots of myths and fairy tales about swans. They're so beautiful. Let's see. I just love them. Just picking some food down there. Man, I wish I could hug them, but they don't really like that, I don't think. Oh, that's a good... Can you see the questions that people have put in the question box? That is a good pointer. Tell us more about your new banana book. That's thanks, Camilla. So yes, my new banana book, the Banana Commander's Big Banana Book, is a part of the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. It is jam-packed with 43 of my favorite banana recipes. ranging from super simple ones, smoothies, green smoothies, to puddings, to cereals, to more fancy ones like apple strudels and different kind of wraps, and even savory ones like my banana curry and so much more. And it also really goes into a lot of other stuff. It goes into the ecology, the history, myths around bananas, and really sets the record straight about bananas. And it also shares about my journey and how I became the banana commander, as well as, is he still there? Yeah, there we go. Banana commander, as well as some fun banana kind of facts, and my shirts and my banana skateboards with bananas on them, and goes into a lot of really stuff. All my banana stuff is involved in there, right? So it's a lot of fun, and it's a part of the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. It's normally going to be, I believe, $15 or $20, but right now you can get it for $50 with 32 other amazing products, resources, ebooks, courses, available only until 11:59 p.m. PST this Sunday. So definitely gonna want to check it out. You can grab it in my link in bio, just at the Raw Advantage, of course. Tyler, how was your umbilical hernia repair experience? Do you ever miss having an outie belly button? Oh, we already actually went into that. No, I don't. It did take some time, and it took a while to get the core strength back, because I had to really relax my core and my exercise for a while. So that took a little bit. Ooh, what's your favorite type of dates? It's a good question. Either blonde dates or, and that's not, tongue-in-cheek. There's actually a variety called blonde dates, and they're phenomenal. I also like Dietary. They're like caramels. They're just so ridiculous. And I like Hawalis as well. They're like another type of toffee kind of caramel flavor. They're so darn good. But, yeah. Question from Stories, how's the internet? Yeah, it's not the best. Let's see if we have any other new questions. In Western Australia, where your sister lives, there are black swans. That would be really cool. I'm expecting a black swan pretty soon here with the world events. Look at that tail shake. Oh my gosh. So dang cute. Oh my god. I could just sit and watch all day. Absolutely love it. Watermelon Lime, great bundle, great book. Thank you very much. It is ridiculous. The amount of amazing resources and information, and it's not just raw vegan information, it's lifestyle information, and it represents hundreds of years of experience with health, holistic health, and raw food nutrition based on everyone who's a part of it. So it's can really, really help you. You asked because you always had an outie, couldn't imagine not being there. Yeah, mine was interesting because it was an any outie. Like, it would be out, or I could push it and it'd just go right back in. And again, I was a little self-conscious of it, to be honest. I didn't really love it sticking out all the time, but it was what was, and I just enjoyed what I could with it, and enjoyed being able to play with it and pushing it in and out. But when it became problematic and actually caused pain and was dangerous, I didn't really hesitate to get that surgery. So, wow, look how beautiful. Oh, you don't know what it is, but you only like the medjool. Yeah, medjools, they're good. I like medjools. And it also depends what I'm using them for. Like Diglett Noir, they are my absolute favorite just if I'm going to eat dates, which I don't do a ton, but if I'm just going to straight up eat dates, love them the most. Medjool I really like for recipes, and they can be nice to eat as well. The ones I mentioned, the Kadrari and the Hawalis, those I like if I'm making a caramel sauce. Say I'm making caramel sauce on top of a ice cream or an ice cream or anything like that, then I really, really like those. Those blonde ones, I've had them less often, but they are also kind of one that I just like to eat or otherwise make a sauce out of. And then the Mazzafatis, classic ones we find out here a lot. I like those for recipes as well. I like the softer ones for recipes, so it's easier on the blender. But yeah, definitely got to look after yourself. Oh, Swanee. Yeah, medjool are good for eating in recipes. I find them to be more expensive, and I'm a deal hunter, so I prefer to get the ones that are the best quality and cost. So I don't buy medjool too often, to be honest, but I did out here. I got some really fresh medjools. They're amazing, and I got them for a pretty good deal. And then also what was it, last year I got some fresh barries. Those are really, really good when they're like kind of not opaque, but kind of more tan, and then when they ripen they just get juicy, and fresh juicy dates are just so darn amazing. Nadine, what's my favorite fruit, smoothie, and raw vegan meal? Wow, it's really tough, and I often say for my favorite fruit that it's whatever's peak in season in my hand, and I can't really say one, but I'd say my top 5 favorite fruits would probably be durian, cherimoya, tomatoes, what else? Maybe chempedak and mangoes. Yep, I'd say those ones. If I can only have 5 fruits forever, that'd be it. Be durian, mango, tomato, cherimoya, and chempedak. Or I might switch that out for bananas, just because they're so easy and fulfilling, and I never get sick of the flavor really. So that'd be the kind of on the fence. The chempedak is just amazing. I've only had it once or twice, so maybe I'd get sick of it. I don't know, but yeah. And then smoothie, probably my favorite smoothie would be maybe just a banana smoothie. I think that, or maybe orange mango smoothie. Bananas and barley grass juice powder is a really close one too. I absolutely love that a lot. Super, super good. And for meal, probably my cocoa butter veggies. I mean, I could pretty much eat my cocoa butter veggies every night if I wanted to. If it was going to be lighter than that, it'd be something like a mango tomato salad with a bunch of mixed greens and stuff like that. I really love that as well. See if they're friends. They're going to be friends. What do you think? Or is there going to be a big fight? Hello. How are you doing? Is it good over here? I'll have some with you. Maybe they're lovers. You never know. What's your favorite green for eating and for smoothies? Yeah, for eating, probably Napa cabbage is my favorite of all time. I don't use it in smoothies though, but I love it for cutting thin into noodles. Maybe a second would either be bok choy, romaine, or iceberg or arugula. That's my top 5 probably. I love all those for eating. And for smoothies, barley grass juice powder is my favorite by far, actually, in green smoothies. And other than that, it'd be arugula or maybe spinach. Yeah, those would be the main ones that I really like in smoothies, to be honest. Swans. Well, they're kind of hiding over there, so we're going to zoom back out and we're going to continue walking along. I'm going to head towards my house now because I'm going to say that there's going to be a maximum of about 15 more minutes of this walk and talk. So if you have any questions, again, they can be controversial, they can be personal, they can be anything at all. Feel free to ask. Look at that nice outdoor gym. I'll have to use this one more. I didn't even see this one really before. But I'm going to say we got about 12 minutes maximum. And then I'm going to get back home because I'm going to continue making my dinner and got a bunch of work to do. But this is fun. Wow, look at, there's like actually weights in here so you can do the squats and stuff like that and not take them away. Do some deadlifts and stuff. That's cool. Chin up bars. I'm going to have to check this place out a little bit more. I never saw that one. It's lots of fun. Goes well with the swans. Maybe I'll have to censor the live stream. Yeah, I had to leave because they were getting a little bit crazy. Azan Hicks, do I like figs? I absolutely love figs. Absolutely. One year when I was living in Los Angeles, there was this fallen fruit map. You can just fallen fruit map, or just fallenfruit.com actually, and they have maps of local fruit trees and stuff like that all over in different places. And LA had a ton of them, and I found a whole bunch of fig trees that were on like public properties as well as apartment properties and some private properties. But then I'd knock on the door and ask them if they're all right if I eat some figs. But I had 2 months where at least 1 meal a day on average, and sometimes 2 meals a day, I was eating fresh figs and just eating the ones that, like, I'd go up to them and I'd squeeze them and a little bit of nectar would come out and they just pretty much fall off the tree, climbing the fig trees. I think it was some of my favorite meals of my life. I think almost all my favorite fruit meals have been pretty much in the trees. I've done that with mulberries, and I've done that with cherries, and I've done that with figs, mangoes. I mean, bananas, but not climbing the banana trees, but just ridiculous. And a little trick with the figs too. They have little hairs around the outside of the figs, and if you flip the figs inside out, so like you pick it, you rip it, and you flip it inside out, so the inside is out, of course, and the skin's on the inside, then you can eat a whole bunch and you don't get mouth burn. Because I learned the hard way, if you just eat a whole bunch of fresh figs, just go, your mouth starts to like really burn and get irritated. And it can be like days where your mouth is really, really irritated, and it can be really tough. Then anything else you eat doesn't feel very nice. Some people peel the figs to me, that's just a huge waste of time, because you can just flip them and, you know, rip them, flip them, eat them way easier. And then you also get the nutrition that's in the skin as well. But I love figs. But the only thing is, because I had that fig experience where I had the absolute best fig meals of my life for free, so much of them, I really rarely buy figs unless they're super good, like super good, and a decent price. And often that means that I'm, you know, going to a wholesaler or to a place that has figs that are getting so ripe for them that they're like putting them on discount. And that's what I do for a lot of fruit anyway. I like stuff really, really ripe and sweet, and then also you get a better deal. But I've had years without any figs because, you know, they just super expensive, and, you know, not always anywhere near as good quality as I had when I was doing that. And yeah, it doesn't bother me if I don't have them, or if I do, but if I can get them, then I'm really excited, you know. But when they're like $1 for 3 figs and I want to eat like 60 of them, well, I'm not going to spend that much. And yeah, but I do love figs. Figs are amazing, and I am excited to enjoy more in my life as this goes on. Do you have any special sunscreen? I just use a store-bought vegan one, hoping I don't do wrong. Yeah, you know, same kind of thing for me. I had a friend who did a bunch of research. He's a vegan out here. He did a whole bunch of research on finding the absolute best vegan sunscreen out here. I apologize, I actually don't remember the name right now. If you message me, I'll let you know. And I looked into it. It looked good. It's not the absolute most natural one, but it's a really good quality one that's for the face specifically, because that's where I'm really the most cognizant of putting sunscreen on. I don't have any on right now because it's not that hot. It's 5 o'clock, getting a little bit. I like to get sun without sunscreen, but if I'm gonna burn, if I know it's like midday and I'm gonna be getting a lot of sun, then I put it on. But I'm definitely not one of the put sunscreen on all the time or all over my body. You know, I'll probably put some on my hands on occasion if it's really hot, and otherwise on my face, on my nose, the places that I'm more prone to burn. And again, yeah, otherwise I like to cover up, wear a hat, or stay out of the sun at the absolute midday heat. But when I'm in the tropics, or if I'm surfing, you know, stuff like that, definitely more prone to do it. And if I'm going to travel to the tropics, then I'm much more likely to pre-tan and try and get a base, because if you get a base, you burn a lot less easily. And I really believe that sun exposure is healthful, and sunscreens do prevent some of the vitamin D production. So I like to get sun without sunscreen, and then only use it if I need to. So. Oh my gosh. How many tattoos do I have? I don't know. And it depends, I guess, if you count some of them as big ones or separate ones. I know that I have about 93 hours of work, approximately around 90 some hours of actual tattoo work. And the amazing thing is, my tattoo artist, Pat Burke in Saskatoon at Rites of Passage, he is amazing artist and super fast. So I kid you not that if I would have gotten my work done with almost anyone else, I probably would have like double that, like probably like 180 hours worth of work. Because he's done some like did like this demon here in like an hour, and I know other people that take like 3, you know. So I got quite a bit of work. Lots of my body's covered, not lots of my legs, but most of my upper body, and I have a few possibly planned, but I'm not stuck on them anymore. If it really comes into be that I really feel drawn to them, they already are loosely planned, but time will tell. We'll see. It's kind of a funny one that I can go into more if you like. 60 figs in one sitting, you can eat a lot. Yeah, I mean, obviously it depends on what size. I've eaten figs the size of my fist, and those ones I'd probably only need like 10, you know. But if they're just like the little guys like that, it's like, you know, cherry size, big cherry size, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I go more by weight typically. I know how much I can eat generally in pounds, you know, and I'm really comfortable eating 3 pounds of something. And if it's kind of a little bit more juicy, then I can be eating double that, especially if I'm just taking my time and enjoying and have been active before. That's a big thing too. If I've been really active, I can eat way more. Like, for example, an average day, 15 to 18 bananas is pretty mellow. Like, that's a normal size meal. 12 bananas for me is a snack. It doesn't feel like a lot. And if I'm super active, I've eaten like 26 bananas in a sitting. But that's, again, if I'm really active and I'm not forcing it. I'm just eating according to my desire, my enjoyment, and what feels good in my body. But again, I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm a active, not giant, but, you know, medium-sized dude, 185 pounds about, over 6 feet. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, favorite movies, TV shows, and actors. That's a fun one. It's tough, it's actually really tough. Years ago, I would have said, Don't Mess with the Zohan, which I think is a funny movie. It's really childish. A lot of the ones I like are kind of like that. But I like a lot more kind of serious movies. But I don't know, I always find it hard on the spot to pick like a favorite movie. I'd almost have to go by genre, like what's my favorite by genre, because there's so many I love. Like, yeah, I don't know why, but I have a hard time. When I was even younger, then Don't Mess with the Zohan, it was probably about like 12, 15 plus, actually almost 20 years ago that I loved that one. It was like 2000, that was like my favorite. I would have been like, yes, Don't Mess with the Zohan. And before that, my favorite was Hook. And I mean, that goes to one of my favorite actors ever was Robin Williams. Definitely love him. Rest in peace. Edward Norton, like a lot of his movies, and I think he's really great. Yeah. TV shows, more recent TV shows. Just recently watched Warrior. It's really intense. That was kind of neat. I really loved Game of Thrones, but the ending completely killed it for me. Loved Breaking Bad. I mean, Star Trek is probably my favorite TV show of all time, to be honest. Next Generation, I absolutely love that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of a tough one. Yeah, Matthias, what's up? How you doing? Your tattoo artist is really good. Yeah, he's done a lot of work. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, this is a couple different tattoos and different tattoos all kind of mixed in. And yeah, that's my first tattoo. I got that one when I was 16. It's NSH. My crew back home, the North Side Heads. I got it when I was 16 and hid it from my parents until they found out when I was like almost 17. They weren't very happy. My back piece, and my whole back's done. My dad said if I got it, I'm out of the will. So I guess I'm out of the will. I don't know. I don't think they're going to leave me anything anyway. Yeah. Do I like fresh figs better? Oh, 100% I like fresh figs better than dried figs. Yes, and it's the same for anything. Like I'd way rather have fresh figs or fresh mangoes or fresh dates, fresh mulberries. Oh my gosh, if you haven't had fresh mulberries, the best, sweetest berry in the world. Oh my God, if I could only have one berry, it'd be mulberries, and then second to that would be probably blueberries, like wild blueberries. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we need a meal before and after. Yeah, you don't, honestly, it's funny, like, I get a little bit, like, this is, after a big meal, it'd just be like about, like, maybe like that. But, yeah, if I suck. There you go. If you eat more than 2 bananas, people get concerned. That's so funny. Yeah, I've had times where I like sit with like a mound of like 18 bananas and I'll just eat them one after another, and people are like, what the heck? I remember in my first years as a raw foodist, I'd sit with like 8 to 10 and people would just look at me like I was crazy, but I just scratch my armpits and go eat. Lots of fun. I don't mind. I'm very happy being an odd man out and or odd person out, and yeah, I guess maybe it's my Leo nature, a little bit of an entertainer. I don't mind it. Yeah, Edward Norton's amazing. He is so good. I liked some of his older movies more. An intense one, but American History X, that was super amazing. I mean, I love the kind of movies that really expand your heart, that people doing kind things and coming to deeper connection and realizations. I love movies like that. But then I also love like silly ones, like Adam Sandler movies and stuff like that, older ones with Chris Farley, and I love all those. Where's Plant-Based Ben? Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. I know he was the head of the, or like one of the main people in the plant-based bundle, but I believe he stopped being the head of that, and he started his own bundle, kind of more like a prepping almost kind of bundle, homesteading, prepping. I'm not too sure where he is anymore. Hey Mom, my mom's here. Welcome. I'm just rounding this out. Mom, do you have any questions for me? Huh? Entertain us. Tell us something silly about me. She gave me a heart. Love you, Mom. I miss you. We are at the top of the hour, so this is going to be the last call. If anyone has any last questions, mention them, and then I'm going to get back home because I kind of messed up. I got a little bit behind, and part of the food that I'm creating for tonight from Kevin Black's For the Love of Tacos book is going to take about an hour and a half, 2 hours actually to get ready and dehydrate. So I don't want to be eating too late. I'm already going to probably be eating around 8, 9, but I'll be up late with work, so that's okay. But yeah, so I'm not going to be on too much. I miss you too, Mom. Love you so much. When did you start letting your hair grow? I've always for me, it's been like long and then short, long and then short. I'm not even using these anymore. So I'd grow it out and then I'd cut it and shave it right down. And I used to shave it right to the skin when I was in high school for a time, but long, short. But the last time I shaved it was about a decade ago. Yeah. Do you watch the movie Saltburn? I've never heard of that or seen it. Is it good? Let me know. I'll put that on the list. After having these on for a while, I'm like, all blinky. Yeah, Michelle, what's up, brother? I'm just about to head home and start making some food, and then I'm gonna start getting this live uploaded so I can put it on the YouTubes, stuff like that. Saltburn. Michelle, remember that. Saltburn. Let's check that one out. Hopefully it is a good one. Where is the best place to live on living raw foods? To me, the best place is where you feel the most at home and you enjoy, I've been to the tropics and been to a lot of places, and food isn't the highest priority for me. Skateboarding's higher, friends are higher, family's higher, but food is high up there. And some of the best produce, it's really funny because I honestly think probably my favorite was in California, because I prefer subtropical to tropical, because I'd rather base my life and my food around the subtropical with some tropical stuff rather than just all tropical, because my experience is in tropical countries they basically mostly just have tropical and very little subtropical, whereas subtropical has subtropical abundance, still has lots of tropical, but maybe not quite as much exotic, or maybe not quite as good quality or best prices, and then they have the temperate as well. So maybe Cali, but I love it out here. Like, if I was stuck and couldn't travel, to me, I'd rather be nomadic and travel to the tropics once in a while, a couple months of the year maybe, and get the tropical goodness then, and then be somewhere like here and some other places. But I wouldn't want to live in the tropics year round. I miss the other stuff actually more, and it's just too hot. I feel rubbery and lazy, so it's part of the reason why I absolutely love it out here. It feels like a kind of a mix of all of that. But Saltburn. Yeah. But I really enjoyed Hawaii. Maybe if I was stuck in one place, maybe Hawaii, maybe Asia. Yeah, but I don't know. It's a tough one. I guess it's all up to you and what you really enjoy. Rubbery isn't fun. Yeah, I love Costa Rica as well. There is actually a lot of organics in some areas, like the Diamante Valley, where I mostly stay out there. Tons of organics and non-sprayed, or very little sprayed. So that's not really a concern from where I've always been. But it's getting more and more expensive out there. I think I was spending more on food there than I am here, and I love it out there. But and there is tons of exotics if you go to the right places. But if you're just in the general kind of area, then it's it's the classics like mangoes and papayas, which I don't like papayas in Costa Rica that much. Hawaiian papayas, Jamaican papayas, other varieties, strawberry papayas I love, but the classic ones in Costa Rica, not really my favorite. Pretty damn good mangoes, great tomatoes. And then there's a lot of other exotics if you know where to get them, and it's going to get better and better and better. Like People's Farms, like my good friend Jake, they're bringing like Thai fruits and like more tropical fruits there, but the variety there that is traditional has been really simple, like watermelons and mangoes and papayas and bananas, like the absolute mainstay. Pineapples, I love all those, but I don't know. Yeah. Caribbean island culture here, not convenient for organic raw foods. I love organics, but I also don't stress it that much. A lot of the fruit I get is conventional, and I really don't stress it. I think there's a lot of other things that are more important to really, really focus on. But if I can get it and it's not like double the price, then I'll get it. But if it's double the price, I'm just going to get conventional myself, and that's what I've done for the last 20 years plus. And yeah. How's Alyssa's wrap? It was really damn good. Actually, I ate both of them. It was amazing, and I really enjoyed them. I told her I need to make more of these. They're super darn tasty. But and she's got a bunch in the new book. So, well, everyone, I think that's gonna cut it here. I got to get back home and get some food going and get a little bit more work going. But thank you so much for joining me here today with this AMA. It was lots of fun. Thanks for all the questions. Nadine Watermelon Lime, you asked the most. Thank you so much. Choice of Power, thank you. Everyone who asked a question, just spent some time with me here today. I really appreciate you. That was a lot of fun. If you guys like me to do more of these, let me know. I'll do some more outside of the bundle as well. But for now, this is it. I just want to remind you one more time, we have less than, I guess, about 2.5 days left of the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. It is a ridiculous deal. It only happens once per year. It's also all brand new, so any other bundle you've got, there are no repeats. People are launching their books in this bundle for the first time ever, so you're going to want to grab it. It's at the Raw Advantage. Check it out before you miss it. We always get people saying, like, can I get the bundle after? And I missed it. I'm sorry. I forgot. I was going to do it and then I didn't. And we can't. We're not extending it. 11:59 p.m. PST. That is the absolute end, and it will be gone for another year. And next time it will be completely different. So none of these books will be in there. And it's over $840 worth of stuff for just $50. So absolutely recommend it. So that's all. Yep. You know it. Peace, love, and seasonal fruit. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm bringing. That's what I'm sharing. That's what I'm loving. As always, wishing you much. Peace, love, and seasonal fruit. Don't delay. The bundle's only available until Sunday, May 12th at 11:59 p.m. PST. And you're getting all brand new resources, 33 of them for only $50. Check it out.